What's up? What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? I know that glad make me a little shadowy, but I was going for that look. And I know the camera may be a little crooked, but I'm also going for that look because I want to tell you that you are great. If no one has told you today, let me be the first to tell you I'm proud of you. You are great. Just know you are not your hair, you are not your skin, you are not your job title, you are not what you drive, you are not your house or dwelling that you live in. You are a beautiful soul. You are a great person. You are a beautiful spirit. I don't know who needs this, but I can guarantee you that someone needs this. And if you're young, a young man or a young lady, just know you don't have to go with the flow of the world. You can be yourself. A lot of times things are put on kids, whether they're young, teenager, or just in their teens and late 20s, early 20s, I'm sorry. A pressure to conform, to be what everybody else look like, to do what everybody else do. You don't have to do that. You can be who you want to be. You can be different. You can be unique. A lot of people walk around, and even us as adults, older adults, you walk around and you feel like you got to conform, you got to fit in. If you're not fitting in, that's a good thing. Because if you fit in too much, then that means you're following the flow of somebody else and you're not following yourself and you're not following God. You're not your job title. You're not this status thing that you're chasing. You're not your sorority. You're not your fraternity. You're not. You're greater than that. Quit forcing yourself down. And if you elevated and you climbing towards elevation, stay climbing. Anything that doesn't grow is dead. Just know that. Anything that doesn't grow is dead. Plant life, source life, human life. Anything that doesn't grow is dead. That's the bottom line. So continue to evolve, continue to grow, continue to strive towards God. Don't forget where you come from. You come from greatness. You come from a greater source than somebody giving you a piece of paper telling you that you're something. You come from a greater source than what you drive. You come from a greater source than these pieces of paper that we go get out of a machine that tells us is more valuable than us. You're greater than that. You're greater than that. And I live in reality. Like every other human being, I know that you have responsibilities, you have bills, you gotta eat, but don't lose sight and don't put that before God and don't put that before your family. Value what's important. Value you. The greatest tool you have is you. Value you. You were blessed with many gifts, faculties, thoughts, power to do so much things. And power is what you have. Because every day you have the option to choose. Pardon me. Every day you have the option to choose. And that choice gives you ultimate power and freedom. I don't care what you have. At any given moment, you can say, I don't want it anymore. And change your mind and do something else. That's power. That's a gift. But it's also a blessing to understand that you don't have to utilize that power and exert that power unless you feel the need be. So that doesn't mean be reckless. That doesn't mean throw caution to the wind all the time, but it does mean that you have the power to take a risk for greatness. You have the power to take a risk for success. And you have the power to take a risk for what you believe in. So don't feel like you gotta fit in. If you want to be a certain way, if you want to be natural, if you want to be unnatural, if you want to be big, if you want to be small, if whatever it is, you're still great because you come from a great source and what's inside of you is great. And don't forget that. And again, if no one has told you today, I am proud of you because if you're looking at this or you're gonna look at this or you see this later, just know that tomorrow may not be guaranteed, but today you have a choice. You have an option to decide what today is going to be. And when tomorrow's presented, you have another choice and another option. So let's be grateful. Let's continue to fight for your life. Peace.